future of the internet. IAC and Expedia Group Chairman Barry Diller sitting down with me in a Fox Business exclusive. We talked about the brands of his business, and I also got his take on where regulation will hit the industry in the wake of privacy scandals at major players like Google and Facebook.
Well, look at what has happened with Facebook and with Google and with all of the large players in communications or in social communications, where the proliferation, the ability to simply get into the system with infectious disease, bad, evil talk, manipulations by Russians or by the Chinese or by this political action side or that, the demonizing of George Soros.
Breaches, breaches.
And in fact, where every one of these companies, Facebook just announced that they had this huge breach. Every technology company, it is the cyber warfare of it. All of these things are just the, it's just the stir of what has been enabled. And we're not even yet at the even beginning stage of taming it. And it will, over time, get tamed. I think it's going to get tamed by regulation, because I think we've reached the stage where regulation is a recommended thing when you have these areas that have gotten so strong and powerful with so many unintended consequences that the only way that you can really probably deal with them is through hopefully wise regulation.
What is the regulation, though, going to look like? Because you can't really regulate a company just because it got big and powerful. But if they have market share of 90% of all search, like Google does, or if they have vulnerabilities like to the bad actors, like a Facebook, how do you regulate that?
Well, I think we should resurrect some form of what was called the Fairness Doctrine. So if you have an opinion over on this side, you have to you have to provide a countervailing opinion on the other side. It was called the Fairness Doctrine, and it ruled broadcasting for 25 years until, of course, there were then lots more outlets for expression, and they said, we don't need this anymore because we've got enough diversity, okay? Now we have the opposite end of this coin, which was we have too much out there and too many divisive currents running throughout it. So some semblance of this Fairness Doctrine that tries in its way to not have essentially one voice speaking only one thing to one constituency and another, that continues to polarize everything. So I think that may be a solution. It's complicated, and by the way, everybody in broadcasting will hate it. Listen, if we can do anything through the legislative process, we really ought to have nonpartisan people get in a room and say, we've got to figure out ways not to control this or crimp it, but realizing its power and realizing what these very near-term effects have been in the last couple of years, particularly, and right today with what's happened in the last couple of weeks. Something's got to be done.
And now these companies are saying, okay, government is coming. The big hand of government may start regulating us. Let's try to start policing this ourselves. Has Facebook done a good job of trying to put things in place?
I read this piece this morning in the New York Times saying, is Mark Zuckerberg too big to fail? The idea being that just like these big banks, they were too big to fail, they would have terrible consequences, that he is now a figure, because he controls the company, that he also is too big to fail. You can't let him fail and nobody can replace him. However, replacing him, people say, would be a good idea. Here's the thing. This is an extraordinary talent who created a company and has been learning since childhood, 20 years old or whatever, to be a good executive on the job. And he's done really well, so well that his company got huge and got essentially in front of his ability to control it and tame it. And they've done a tremendous job trying extraordinarily difficult ability to actually do so. But they've been trying and trying with some success and some failure to actually control this, or let's say adjudicate what is the right kind of information for them to put over their platform. And yeah, I would say within the construct of how difficult it is, they've put huge amounts of resources against it. They've announced to the markets that they're going to have a slower growth because of it, that they're going to have less net income because they're going to have to spend so much, all of which they're doing. And who else should do that? Now, I think that for a level playing field, government regulation is going to have to help him.